Hey y'all, and welcome back to Lantern Creek Farm.
Today's video is brought to you by Gardenreet.
Alright guys, today is finally the day. Hopefully we get quite a bit of this done. We're finally going to be able to put up the lights. It's been really windy. It's windy out today. The weather's not really cooperated, but we're going to try to work on it today. So I've got the mastermind up here. Let's see what he can do. So he's doing the first step to any project. What's the first step, Drew? Reading the directions. My husband actually reads directions. I know that's uncommon. But there he is. That's our lights. And then we've got our unit over here. This is where it'll be plugged in. We're just going to do temporary today. We're not going to mount it because it needs concrete screws to mount it on our wall here. So that's just temporary for now. But getting everything out. As you can tell, fall has fallen. There's leaves everywhere. We got a breeze blowing. Do you feel like the directions are pretty easy to read? Pretty self-explanatory? Huh?
Not really.
Not really? Okay. Well, that's a good thing to know. Alright, so first one, the light's going on. Right there. Now, as you've seen there, he did use a drill instead of their little screwdriver to screw it in. They do provide you with a screwdriver, but obviously a drill is going to make this job a lot easier, a lot more quicker. So, anyways, there's the first light. Now we're going to work our way through. Okay, so we're having some instructional difficulties. As much as we find this product is going to work for us, instructions are very vague, right?
Yeah.
Very vague. And there's pieces inside the light boxes. There's extra, well, we're calling them extra, I don't know. There's this, let me grab it. This piece here and another one. We have no clue what they're for, what you use this for, none of that. It doesn't say in the instructions, it doesn't say in the box. We watched the instructional video that they sent us. Still, it's kind of vague, so that's not good. And if I'm being completely honest with the instructional issues, if it was just me, I would probably not be able to work my way through it. My husband does this for a living, and so, you know, he can figure stuff out better than I can. But honestly, if you're somebody like me, that doesn't have much background and stuff like this, I could see it being very difficult to try to figure it out. So there's that point as well. All right, I need to get on trash duty and start cleaning up some stuff before it blows away. Full disclosure as well, you're going to see us using different screws than what they provided. Not that their screws are bad, but we're using a drill, and we're going to use the screws that work with the bit in our drill, obviously. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so he's got the lights screwed in, obviously, like I showed you, and we're going to do some mounts on that, but obviously it's a brick wall, so we got to do some concrete screws. We'll get the transformer plugged in, and then what's that, Drew? That's the wire to go through, I guess, and hook up the transformer to the lights. So I guess he's going to run the wiring underneath the porch up to the transformer is my guess. He'll let us know in a minute. He moves pretty quick. So he just crawled underneath the porch there and fed the wire through. There's the transformer. Here's the wire, and then you need the staple gun.
Yep.
And we're going to staple the wire to the post. And we're stapling it just to keep it nice and tidy, and that way there's wires not everywhere. And like I said, there's the transformer. The wire's going to go up through. Obviously, we'll wire that in. That way it looks nice. Alright, he's stapling the wire underneath.
And these staples ain't going in deep enough where it's pinching the wire. I mean, the wire can slide back and forth in between them, so it ain't like it's pinching it or cutting into it or nothing. It's not.
It's just holding it in place. The lighting is horrible on this side of the house, and this is the side we're starting on. So once we get on this side, there's lighting. Once we get on this side, I'll kind of show you what's going on. But it's going to be the same process throughout the whole hooking up the lights all the way around. Here is the packets that come with the, I call them tie-offs, but I guess they're like, he said wire nuts. He would know better than me. And it does have the screws in it, and then these little fasteners. I think these are for concrete, ain't they? These white things.
Drywall.
He said they're for drywall. So, but we are using the nuts. Like I said, we're just using different screws that go a little bit. Actually, the screws that we're using are very similar to these, except they're longer. Just go a little bit deeper. But these screws are, they seem fine. They seem like high quality. Also, the screws that we are using match the color of the wood. And if you've watched any of our videos, you know that we're about perfection. So it looks better. But anyways, there's the tie-offs. So he's nipped the wire that's going to go into the transformer. And he's cut that off. And he's going to be, and there's the light wire there. He'll be hooking that up. Alright, so he's got the first one wired. So we're going to hook up the transformer now and just test that light out. See if everything's hooked up correct and satisfactory. Just one thing about it, if we're working on a project, we're doing it as a family. Dogs and all. There it is. First one's on. First one installed. I didn't show you that one. Second one installed. See, don't that look so nice? I feel like it looks it matches well with the wood color of the deck. And he's working on the third one. So 3 are hooked up now, and we're going to be running under the stairs next. Get to this other side. 3 more to go. And the cutest helper around. You helping get the lights up, buddy? Sweet little seeker. Alright, so we've run the wire from that one all the way down. He's got that one done. That one done. We're on to the last one. It's much better lighting over here, so I'm going to try to get
my coffee.
He's wanting his coffee. Okay.
No.
Here, sweetie.
Are you really gonna put that?
Gotta have his, ooh, well. I can't believe we caught that on camera. He don't like that, does he?
Don't like coffee.
So overall, how has the installation been? Do you think that
It's just slow getting started on about anything, but once you get the first one up, it goes pretty good.
so you think overall the product's been easy to install?
Yeah.
And we had a little bit of issue in the beginning just trying to figure out the instruction. That is something that I feel like maybe needs to be worked on, don't you? Just
Them the wire nuts that go with this, if you cut that, once you thread your wire together like them two, once you tie them together and then go to put your wire nut on, I found with these here, if you don't cut that longer than normal, they won't catch in them. And that's just trial and error. But everything seems to be pretty good. Really can't give you a review on it until probably several months of using. I mean, I'm sure new out of the box, turn them on, they're going to work good, but what are they going to do in 2 or 3 months through the cold and the rain?
yeah.
That'll tell the tale.
I think we'll definitely be able to, and I will keep you all updated if we have any issues with them. Obviously, this video is going to go out, and then we'll really be able to do a true.
And I used a staple gun to mount the wire, and but I'm using 3/4 inch staples. And these guns ain't got enough power to countersink them staples, so it leaves, you know, where the wire, you can move the wire. It's snug, but it moves. If you use a shorter staple, it'll probably get into the wire or damage the rubber coating. But the staples I'm using, they hold it, but they don't cut into it.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I was saying, I think that the product will work well. We're just gonna have to see. As far as insulation goes, the two major issues, which the one is, I would say pretty major. The instructions are just not very clear. I don't feel like the instructions are laid out on the paper very well. He who has a better understanding figured it out pretty quickly. Me, who, you know, has zero understanding of how this is to be set up, I would have never figured it out. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I do feel like that's something that needs to be, you know, tweaked with the product. All right. So we're going through to each individual light here. Checking. Yep. It's on. 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 And this is kind of the darker corner. You really be able to see it there. Here we go. They're on. I think they look nice. Also, on my unboxing video, these lights are pretty easy to turn on here. There's just on and off. But also it has auto 1 hour all the way to 9 hours. So it has a timer. Looks like it has a reset button. Alright guys, you've seen it here. We've got them installed. I for sure am going to show you all what they look like at night. I really think these are going to work. I really think they're going to be beautiful. Like I said, here in a few months we'll really be able to give you an in-depth review on them. So if you are interested in seeing how they go and how they do the next couple weeks, or after you see this video, leave a comment down below, and I'll give you all an updated review. Sorry that my husband was running like something was wrong on the back of the farm there, so hopefully everything's okay. But guys, like I said, the next clip will be of the lights at nighttime, so we'll see you then. All right guys, it's night. So we're gonna go check the lights out in the dark. I turned them off because I want to be surprised when I turn them on to see how it looks. So we'll see how it looks. As you can see though, it's dark on this side. It's not completely pitch black outside, so that's why there is some light. We do have the barn lights and stuff down there, but there's nothing up here. Look, that's the light inside the house. There's no lights on this side. So let's flip them on and see what they look like. There it is. Ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice. This is this area with the lights on. That's off. Flip it back on. And off.
I wanted to end this video with a couple pictures of the lighting and thank Gardenreet for sponsoring this video and sending this product. Hope you all enjoyed the video and hopefully we can see you on the next one. See you later. Bye.